Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday to you. Monday, October 21st, 2019. And of course, I hope your Monday is off to a fantastic start. One of the things that I'm often asked about, because I've been going to Las Vegas now for the better part as an adult for over 20 years now. And I frequently will have people message me, as much time as you spend in Las Vegas, what's the best thing and what's the worst thing about Las Vegas? Something that's changed much for the worse, and something that is the best about Las Vegas. Let's start with the worst. I've been around a lot of these United States over the last year and a half in particular. I've logged close to 18,000 miles and seen many, many cities. And Las Vegas is a place that I have spent a lot of time. I know the layout of this city well. I know how to get around. I know all the different areas of the city. And I've had a chance to really compare it to a lot of large metropolitan areas throughout the country. Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago, etc., etc., etc. And I can tell you that having seen recently and spent time in a place, LA, and particularly downtown LA, the worst part of Las Vegas in my experience and that I've seen over the years is the growing problem of homelessness and panhandling on the streets of Las Vegas, and not just the areas I go downtown. It's almost like a growing other world that is really, in my opinion, especially downtown, it's starting to get out of control. It's very difficult to walk 4 blocks in any direction from Main Street or down on Fremont Street, Las Vegas Boulevard, down on the Fremont Street side. 4, 5, 6, 10 blocks in any direction without being hit up for money, cigarettes, sex. It's really starting to get annoying. And at this time when I was staying at the hotel, I had a lot of time on my hands poolside, and I heard a lot of people talking, overheard some conversations, particularly from some people that were overseas. And the one general theme that ran through a lot of their conversations was the panhandling and the people on the streets that were in some cases harassing tourists out there, and particularly the ladies. So I know that's a problem, and I know it's a growing problem, and I would hate to see Las Vegas get to the point of LA where you have a area of the city that's a heavily dependent area like downtown Los Angeles, dependent on tourism. And I'm talking about Chinatown, I'm talking about around the Grand Central Market, around the City Hall in Las Vegas, where it is just incredibly out of control with homeless people and basically taking over the streets. Now, I know everybody has to be somewhere, but for a city like Las Vegas that really, really depends on tourism more and more, a little less on gaming, because I don't think young people are as into gambling as, say, the other generations, the older generations are. They're more into things like nightlife and just hanging out with friends and the whole social side of Las Vegas. But I know when I was down there last time, they had a private party at our motel, and some of the girls that were walking into the party, they had their beautiful dresses on, very expensive dresses. And, they were talking about how crazy it was to even get out of the parking lot and get into the hotel. Now, I know I'm not in a fancy dancy area of the city, but even when I was up on the Strip for a limited amount of time, just looking at the streets and looking at the people hanging on the railings of by the streets, it looked like to be a really rapidly growing problem. And I really hope that Las Vegas gets some type of handle on it. Although I don't think a solution readily jumps into my mind, but something should be done before entire areas of the city get blacklisted as places that you don't really want to be. And it'll be really counter to the whole experience of the positivity they're trying to bring to the downtown area with young people opening up stores and arts districts and things like that. So I hope that they get straightened out. Now, the best of Las Vegas. Is it the gambling? No. Is it the food? Heavens, no. The food for the price has really started to take a backseat in Las Vegas. It's becoming a foodie destination. It's very harder and harder to find values in Las Vegas. But the best part of Las Vegas, in my opinion, is the people watching. Yes. I know of no city in the United States, and I've been in every major city, New York, Chicago, LA, Las Vegas, and I can think of no place where there's a more concentrated hordes of people that are more fun to watch in Las Vegas. Yeah, they get a few drinks under their belt in the night, drinking and carousing around Fremont Street and up on the Strip, and it is fantastic. You see rich people, poor people, people of all color out there, and they're all enjoying it in their own way. Some of them are dancing, some of them are just drinking, some of them are just taking in the crazy sights on the street. And I really think, to me, that has become the #1 attraction for Las Vegas. It's a place where people watching is at its best. Large groups of people around, everybody cutting loose, everybody with the party spirit, and it makes for some very interesting, not only viewing on the streets, but also live streaming and videos on YouTube. It is the best thing in Las Vegas now, in my opinion. Well, there it is, the best and the worst of Las Vegas. In my opinion, I really do hope they address the worst of it now, the growing legions of homeless people and panhandlers on the street. Yes, we all got to be somewhere, I know. But for people watching, it can't be beat. Well, that's my take on it, guys. Happy Monday to you, and I will see you around.